Welcome to Season 2 of SEO Deep Dive by MapRank Hack, where we go beyond the basics and into the bold. This season, we decode the silent ranking killers, uncover hidden strategies, and explore the future of local SEO on Google Maps. If you're ready to outsmart the competition and claim your spot, let's dive deeper.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into something that might seem small, but causes some big problems for local businesses.
Yeah, we're talking about similar business names on Google Maps. It's surprisingly common.
And it really matters, doesn't it? Because if people get confused, well, you could lose customers.
Yeah.
Or even worse, damage your reputation.
Exactly. Your visibility on Google Maps. That's often your front door for local customers. Mix-ups there can really hit your bottom line.
So in this deep dive, we'll look at some, real-world examples of this confusion.
And we'll explore a bit about why Google, even with its smart algorithms, sometimes struggles with these similar names.
And most importantly, we'll give you some solid, actionable strategies. Yeah. Things you can actually do to make your business stand out and protect that online presence.
Yeah, the insights today are drawn from some pretty deep analysis on Google Maps, visibility, SEO, all that good stuff. We're really getting into the weeds.
Okay, let's start with the problem itself. Give us an example of this confusion in action.
Right. So, picture this. A well-established business, good reputation, suddenly starts getting hammered with bad reviews.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but the reviews weren't actually for them. They were meant for a brand new company, different industry, even a different country sometimes. But the name was almost identical, just one letter off.
Wow, one letter.
One letter. Think about the goodwill built over years just kind of evaporating because of someone else's mistake miles away. It shows how easily people can get misdirected online.
That's incredibly frustrating. All that hard work building a reputation.
Exactly. And we saw another case, former contractors setting up shop.
Right.
They used almost the exact same name as their old employer. They just tacked on the word affordable at the end.
Ah, so affordable original business name. That sounds intentional.
It certainly creates a direct line for confusion, doesn't it? Customers looking for the original might easily end up calling the new guys. Potential business just diverted.
What was the advice there?
Well, the immediate step was, report it to Google. It's sort of a first line of defense, though sometimes its effectiveness can be limited.
And it's not just about reviews or diverted calls, is it? There are other impacts.
Definitely. There was the situation with Energy Motors and Georgia Travel One. The travel agency, Georgia Travel One, updated their address correctly on Google Maps.
Right. Standard procedure.
But even after that, sometimes when people searched for the travel company nearby, the map pin or information still showed Energy Motors, the wrong business entirely.
So customers are literally being sent to the wrong place.
Exactly. Imagine trying to book a trip and ending up at a car place. Talk about lost opportunities and serious frustration for everyone involved.
So yeah, these cases really highlight it. Damaged reputation from bad reviews, lost leads from direct confusion, customers physically misplaced. It all stems back to those similar names.
It really underscores how vital that name choice is, right from the beginning.
Absolutely. So let's shift gears a bit. Why does this happen? What's Google's perspective here?
Well, Google's core mission, fundamentally, is to give users the most relevant, most accurate local search results they can, and fast.
Okay, relevance and accuracy.
And the business name is like a foundational piece of information for them. It's one of the primary ways they connect a search query, someone looking for something, to a specific business. It's a key matching factor.
So the name itself carries a lot of weight in their algorithm.
A huge amount. But here's the tricky part. When Google's system sees multiple businesses with very similar names, especially in the same town or area,
Yeah. What then?
that's when it has to rely more heavily on other signals to tell them apart. Things like your precise address, your phone number, your website, the business categories you've chosen.
Okay, so the supporting details become more important.
Crucial. Also, your customer reviews, quantity and quality, the photos and videos you upload, how well optimized your Google business profile is overall. It's like Google's trying to sharpen the focus when the main identifier, the name, is a bit blurry.
It's interesting, though, that the name still ranks so highly. I think Whitespark's study in 2023 had business name as the #2 ranking factor for local SEO.
That's right, number 2. It's massive. And while Google has processes for dealing with exact duplicates, like same name, same address, clearly the same business listed twice, when the names are just similar, The responsibility really shifts more to the businesses themselves to differentiate. It comes down to the strength and clarity of your entire online footprint, especially that Google business profile.
So Google sort of provides the platform, but sorting out trademark issues or direct competition confusion,
hmm
that's more on the businesses.
Largely, yes. They see themselves as an information provider. They have guidelines, of course, but for nuanced disputes like trademark infringement, they generally encourage businesses to resolve those directly or legally.
Okay, that makes sense. Understanding that, what can businesses actually do? What are the strategies to differentiate?
The absolute first step, the foundation, is choosing a unique and memorable business name. Seems obvious, maybe, but it's so critical.
Easier said than done sometimes, maybe.
Perhaps, but
Yeah.
it's worth the effort. And resist the temptation to stuff keywords into your name thinking it'll boost your SEO.
Right, I've seen that, like best pizza in New York City, Giovanni's.
Exactly. Google's guidelines are very clear. Your name on Google Maps should be your actual real-world business name. The one on your sign, your official documents, your website. Consistency is key.
So no extra keywords. What about things like taglines or putting the neighborhood in the name?
Avoid those two in the actual name field on Google Maps. Marketing slogans, internal store codes, adding location details that aren't part of the registered name, phone numbers, website URLs, even things like LLC or Inc., unless it's strictly part of your official name.
Why avoid them? Just clutter.
It's clutter, yes, but it can also get you penalized. It violates Google's guidelines, and honestly, it can even lead to your profile being suspended.
Ouch. Okay, so stick to the real name. What about checking if a name is truly unique?
Before you commit, do your homework. Conduct thorough trademark searches. Make sure no one else, especially a competitor in your field or area, is already using something very similar. Saves a lot of potential legal trouble later.
Good advice. So you find a unique name, you register it, then what?
Then use it consistently, everywhere. Your website, your social media, all the online directories, Yelp, Angie's List, whatever is relevant. This consistency in your NP name, address, phone number is vital.
NFP consistency. That's a big thing in local SEO, right?
Huge. It acts like a digital fingerprint for Google. It helps them verify you're a legitimate operating business, and it definitely boosts your local ranking signals.
Okay, unique name, used consistently. That's the baseline.
Mhm.
But you mentioned the Google business profile becoming more important when names are similar.
Absolutely critical. If your name is close to someone else's, optimizing your GBP is how you really stand out. Think of it less like a static listing and more like your dynamic digital storefront.
Right, so let's break down that optimization. Where do we start? Categories?
Good place. Categories are crucial. You need to pick the most accurate and specific primary category that describes your core business. Then add relevant secondary categories,
Why specific?
because it tells Google exactly what you do. This helps them match you to the right customer searches. Don't just pick something broad, be precise.
Makes sense. And the business description, is that just for keywords?
No, definitely not just for keywords, though you should weave relevant local terms in naturally. The description is your chance to tell your story. What makes you unique? Why should customers choose you?
So more narrative, less keyword lists.
Exactly. Focus on compelling, customer-focused language. Avoid that spammy keyword stuffing. Google doesn't like it, and neither do actual human readers.
Okay. What about visuals? Photos, videos?
Hugely important. We're visual creatures, right? High-quality photos and videos make your listing pop. Show off your storefront, the inside of your shop, your products, even your team.
Builds trust, I imagine.
Absolutely. It gives people a real sense of your business before they even visit. Use clear, well-lit, high-resolution images. Videos can be great for showcasing services or your business personality, too.
And Google Posts, those little updates you can add, are they worth the effort?
Yes, definitely. Using Google Posts regularly for updates, special offers, events, news signals to Google that your profile is active and managed, that's a positive signal for ranking.
Plus, it keeps customers informed.
Right. It's another way to highlight what's unique about your business right now and engage people directly on your listing.
What about the Q&A section? People can ask questions directly on the profile.
Yeah, the questions and answers feature is often overlooked. Don't just wait for people to ask questions. Be proactive, add your own common questions, and provide clear, helpful answers.
Ah, like an FAQ right on the profile.
Precisely. It addresses customer concerns up front, shows you're knowledgeable, and again, helps differentiate you, especially if competitors aren't using it well.
And then, the big one, reviews.
Can't forget reviews. Positive Google reviews are maybe the strongest trust signal out there for local businesses. They heavily influence your prominence.
Especially important if your name is similar to another business, right?
Critically important. If someone's choosing between two similarly named businesses, a bunch of recent positive reviews on your profile can absolutely tip the scales. It clearly shows who's providing better customer satisfaction.
So encourage reviews.
Actively encourage your happy customers to leave them. And crucially, respond to all reviews, positive and negative. It shows you're listening and you value feedback.
Okay, so it's really a whole package deal. The unique name is step one, but the fully fleshed out, actively managed Google Business Profile is what seals the deal in terms of standing out.
That sums it up perfectly, and the impact is real. Think back to that first example, the business getting bad reviews meant for someone else. That's the direct negative consequence of not having that distinct online identity.
Right. And on the flip side,
a business with a clear name and a really well-optimized GBP, they're just much more likely to attract the right customers, the ones actually looking for them, and build that loyalty.
and Google rewards that completeness too, doesn't it? They say local results favor relevance and accuracy.
Exactly. They want to show the best, most complete information. We even heard from one business owner who said customers were literally telling them, "I found you because your Google profile looks so good." That's proof right there.
Direct impact. So it really comes down to taking control of what you can control.
Precisely. You can't stop someone else from choosing a similar name, unfortunately. But you have enormous power over how your business shows up online.
Focusing on that unique name and then building out that comprehensive, active Google business profile.
That's the strategy. It minimizes the risk of confusion, builds trust, makes it easy for the right customers to find you, and ultimately drives more business.
So the key takeaway here feels like your business name on Google Maps isn't just branding. It's a fundamental piece of your local SEO puzzle.
Couldn't have said it better. It's critical. And this confusion from similar names, it's a real challenge, often flying under the radar until it starts causing pain.
But, and this is the crucial part, businesses aren't helpless. You can't control competitors, but you absolutely can take proactive steps to protect your own listing, your own brand.
That's the final thought, really. Don't let that name confusion cost you customers. Put the effort into building a clear, distinct online presence. Start with the name, nail the Google Business Profile optimization. It pays off.
Thanks for diving deeper with us. For more cutting-edge tips that actually hack the map rank, follow the show and join us again. Until then, stay sharp, stay local, and stay ahead.